Okay, so welcome in. If you're new to this channel, my channel, you can go ahead and subscribe, like. I'm gonna try to make this quick so we don't, talk too much on this one, right? I'm focusing on audio cards and the drivers and ASIO for your recording. Okay, so like you all know, if you're into recording music or recording, voice or whatever, using DAWS and production and stuff, you need an ASIO compatible sound card or an ASIO device, some kind of ASIO driver run device to be able to, run your DAW so your DAW can recognize your sound card. All right. Sometimes not necessarily they might not call it ASIO, but they just make sure your sound card is compatible with ASIO drivers. So I'm using Focusrite. Everybody know Focusrite to the Scarlett 2i4 second generation. That's what I'm using. And so I want to show you my Windows screen. So recently I was having issues with my Focusrite drivers, and I couldn't get Focusrite to. It works, but then if I stop recording, mid recording, it can stop. It could stop, and I have to go into the preference. So if I'm in machine, for example, I may be doing some work and focus, the driver will seize up. So I have to go into preference, audio. Now it's stopped. I have to go in, just reselect this and reselect it back again. It says running. So I keep doing that and I keep interrupting the workflow. And also, if I have machine open and I want to go online, let's say on YouTube, and play a sound, I couldn't do that. So the driver takes over my sound card. So I can only have one device at a time. I can only have one sound playback at a time. And when I even try to, let's say I try to play YouTube while I have machine open, I said, okay, I close machine, go back to YouTube to play it. What I need to, either I unplug my Focusrite and plug it back in the USB, or I have to just restart it. So it was being a pain. So I was researching on what to do, found out that Windows have what we call the WASAPI drivers. WASAPI. So look in here, WASAPI drivers. So it comes basic with Windows 10. So the WASAPI drivers allows you to have a shared mode and also exclusive mode. So if you have Windows 10, I have Windows 10 Home Edition, WASAPI will allow you to have your sound device. My sound device is Focusrite. You can have that and not install the Focusrite driver and just run the WASAPI in machine. All right. So if I have the WASAPI shared, if you have exclusive mode, what that's gonna do is machine will take over your sound device, so you can have this open and also play music from YouTube. You got to shut off one. But everyone wants to be able to move around. You want to be able to multitask. You want to be able to, stay in your DAW and move over to YouTube and play a sound real quick, or go over to other sound, other links and play a sound real quick and come back to your DAW. It enhances creativeness. So I was really having problems until I think I figured this out, to use the WASAPI driver in my machine studio. And all I need to do really is uninstall the Focusrite driver and just leave it basic. So this is the Scarlett. Scarlett is the Focusrite 2i4 USB. My Windows sees it as the output device, and that's it. So once you install it, Windows automatically installs the driver for you, just for the Windows, and it uses the WASAPI driver. But if you want to now move a step further, so you can use your Focusrite or Scarlett in your DAW, then you can install the driver. But I uninstalled the driver. Now I'm just using the Windows, and it works. The sound quality works. And I think I had to adjust maybe the sample rate or something. Not the sample rate, but let me see the default in something I may have adjusted somewhere. I'll put, the buffer size. I may have adjusted the buffer size. Yeah, that's what it is. But then I found it works. I no longer have the cutoffs from, my machine. So, and also in Cubase, which I also run, Cubase doesn't see. So if you go to Cubase, go to Studio. This is Cubase 10. Go to Studio Setup. This is where you can select your driver. Cubase really doesn't see this ASIO WASAPI. See, do you want to switch? If I do switch, it says it could not be loaded. Maybe I need to do something else. So what I do is I installed an ASIO for all version 2 driver. It's out there in Google. Just Google it, ASIO for all. It's like a generic ASIO driver. As long as you have a sound module, this driver will work. So I installed it. So if I'm in a machine, I'm using the WASAPI. If I'm in Cubase, I'm using the ASIO for all. That way, I'm able to play music when I have my DAW open, and when I have anything open, I could be able to interchange and play music from any link or from any website without having to restart my device all the time. So hopefully you got this all together. I haven't seen people talk about a WASAPI driver a lot. Maybe, maybe not, but it's there. It's a Windows inbuilt driver that actually will act like an ASIO. Okay, so that's what I use. These are different options for you in case you're having issues with your drivers. But ultimately, if you have a sound module or sound device that works with its own driver, that's what you do. That's the first option. But if you're having issues like I am, and you don't feel like buying a new sound card, I don't feel like replacing mine right now, because it works. It's still good. And so what I did was I figured that you can use the Windows inbuilt and then download the ASIO for all for my other, like Cubase. All right. So I hope this helps. There's a lot of questions on this. So if you're having issues with your audio setup, I have a lot of videos on setting up audio in your machine, and also setting up audio in your Cubase. So this is for Cubase and machine. So in Cubase, you go to Studio, Cubase 10, go to Studio Setup, VST Audio System, and this is where you select your stuff. All right. So until next time, I will see you guys, and check out my other videos, and hit that notification link, so when I put up something, you get it. All right, until next time, peace out.